G'day, welcome to another local yarn. We're back in Alice.
Yes, we are.
So last time,
love it here.
yeah, last time when we caught up, we were in Alice Springs. We'd just come from Kings Canyon and all the Mount Augurs and around that area. So, and we landed in Alice. We weren't sure if we were going to make it.
Yep.
But we did. And then,
and we did stuff. And
I believe we said that we were heading back down to Kubapedi on the last local yarn, on the last episode. But we decided, you know what, we're up this end. Why not go to the West Macdonnell Ranges and get a couple of those views
and walks
and those trails under our belts.
The whole Lara Pinta trail.
Yeah, so we did that, and beautiful
It's amazing
little hikes. If you're keen hikers, you can get I think there's a guide group or
and they actually drop you off, pick you up.
Yeah. And if you wanted to, you could do the whole trail, which is like an 16 to 18 day hike. It's a big hike, but you can do it.
Like 100 something days.
Yeah, so it was really good. Some beautiful photos.
Yep.
You can see that down on Instagram.
Yep.
If you're not already following, chuck us a follow. It's Not So Local Locals. Chuck us a like on the video if you're liking catching up with us on the local yarn. We're halfway to 10 episodes, so you know we're at 5 weeks of traveling already.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yep.
So chuck us a like, chuck us a subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and
message us.
Yeah, message us if you have any. We
love getting messages.
Tips or comment below, or if you
nice.
somewhere in South Australia or NT that you'd like us to go or catch up, then yes, you can message us on Instagram or comments. We'll make sure to reply.
Yep.
So moving forward, we went to West Macdonnell Ranges. It was beautiful. Then from there we went to Gemtree.
Yeah. Because my auntie and uncle said that they went foster king and they found garnets.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, we should.
Yeah,
go.
why not?
Yeah.
We
love our stones.
Yeah. So avid investors here. No. So we got some. I might include a little clip of me foster king for some and Nadia helping me do that. We
found some good pieces that we were able to cut, but majority of it was teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing notable.
It was fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Met lots of good, nice people too, which was interesting because most of the time people don't really talk to us, and then this time around because we went foster king, we met a few couples. There was like Karen and Jeff. There was like Pete and Sally. Pete Mackay, if anyone knows Pete Mackay, the comedian writer.
For Channel 9,
I think he did
Channel
9, 10 and ABC. Like he did a few.
Yeah, he's done a few.
Yeah.
He's also he was in a couple of charity organisations.
Oh yeah, he does Forget Me Not for orphans. Yeah, they save orphans that aren't orphans.
It was a beautiful story what he was saying to us.
Look him up anyway. Forget Me Not. The charity.
Forget Me Not.
And his wife Sally, she's written a book, something about happiness. I forget. Sorry, Sally. But I've yet to read it. And they were really nice people. Had a campfire with him. And
shared a Habiki with him.
Yeah. Yep.
It was good.
And he appreciated that. And then our neighbours was Paul, Marie, his wife Chris. Marie, and Marie's sister Chris. Yeah. And they were super nice. He was giving us all kinds of tips. Yeah. The best.
So if you watch this, we sorted out our barbecue. So,
Paul, thank you.
For the new listeners who might be new to it, we
our baby cube.
On our first episode of Local Yarn, we might have mentioned how we have a gas bayonet fitted to our
which apparently
motorhome, which is now apparently redundant. Anyways, long story short, we had double regulators for the gas. So when we turned the Weber on, every time. It was cooking really slow because there wasn't enough gas. And then he comes across and he goes, because I asked him, I said,
he's got a baby Q too.
Does your Weber, how much gas does it put out? Like ours seems to cook really slow. And he said, yeah, it does. But I was just looking, I think yours might be double regulated, so you might need to work that out. So we fixed it. We went to a camping shop. There was a companion brand that went straight from the Weber to the gas bayonet.
And it has been better.
And it has been better. I've cooked already with it, and it's much better. The heat went in so much more quicker.
Yeah.
So that was good. So, and they had a motorhome as well, and theirs was a Sunliner. Very nice.
Very nice.
Compared to ours, it's Gucci.
Gucci.
It's
Taj Mahal.
So it was good chatting to them, and
they were so nice. They invited us for like nibbles.
And a drink, and that was lovely. We gave them a bottle of wine, and
as always, I ate all their cheese.
Yeah. So no, it was good. It was lovely to just be able to camp and speak to people.
It's a nice spot too, by the way.
Gemtree.
Not expensive for a powered site with water. They got bore water, that's hard water, but it's good. It was alright. It was very quiet and lots of open sites, and that's why we ended up staying 3 days because we weren't going to.
No, we were even contemplating staying another night. But, and that was purely because of rain. We've kind of got this little list of things that we don't want to do and do, and one of the items includes not travelling when it's raining.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to be on the road when it's raining or extremely windy, and
or late at night. Or
late at night,
driving,
early morning. Generally kick off 10 o'clock. If we're going to leave on the day, we'll generally...
the latest ones. Everyone gets up early. And we're like still... We've been getting just up later and later though.
Yeah. It's funny too. Like everyone we camp near, they always are packed up and gone like before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
And we wake up at 9.
We were waking up at 8:39 going, where's everyone gone? The park's empty.
Well, checkout's always at 10 anyway, so we've got plenty of time. And then we had to wake up early. First I had to put an alarm on after so long. I can't imagine how we used to do it every day.
Especially, I couldn't imagine getting back to a 4 o'clock start now. Like, that would kill me. But yeah, so that was good. Gemtree was really good. Got some nice little garnets.
And we didn't do the zircon one, which was apparently a better one to do. But we didn't do the zircon one. And
you can fossick yourself too.
Yeah, so make sure if you do go, bring your own stuff because it's expensive.
Yeah, you don't have to do a tour. It's $75
and the tours just like they just bring you out there, and they're seasonal workers, so they're not too passionate, I suppose. I mean, Jade was lovely and she did an awesome job with us, but they're seasonal, so they just take you out there, and you have to also drive yourself. We didn't know that, but so you have to drive yourself out there. They take you out there, just show you a bit on what you need to do, and then they leave you there, and that's it. So but you get the equipment, so if you had your own stuff, you can just go on your own under their license, and you can fossick on your own.
So I mean, if you're keen to do it yourself, you can.
So we might get our own tools and that.
Because we're going to travel down to Tassie, and we're hoping. I've heard and I've been reading that in Tassie there's a couple of creek beds that you can actually fossick for garnets and sapphires. So we might look at maybe trying to do that.
And we learn a lot too, don't we? Every time we talk to people, we've been learning a lot about everything. Like
Sally definitely told us a lot of things to do down in Tassie.
Oh yeah.
And Ron from Gemtree was telling us about opals and
all kinds of things.
It was good. So be meeting a lot of people.
And then we got introduced to this apparently underpriced gem, that rainbow what?
Oh yeah, rainbow lattice.
Yeah.
And it's like a clear. Imagine it like a river petal, right? And it's clear.
Yep.
And across it, you've got brown lines, and then the other way you've got black lines, right? Kind of like a noughts and crosses thing.
But then.
And then when you put it into the light and twist it, it's got like a rainbow kind of colour.
Yeah, it's cool. And,
it's
and
awesome.
apparently it's like underpriced at the moment. Because it's only in Gemtree.
Well, I don't think it was Gemtree. I think it was it was around that. The only place you can get it was around that area.
Oh yeah. Centre,
I think
maybe somewhere just.
Can't remember. It was down. It was further down though.
Oh, like Hards Range, you reckon?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was further down though. It wasn't Gemtree. It was yeah. But yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, but it was really interesting.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, and then Gemtree, we headed back to Alice Springs. We've been here for another 2 nights. Have you been here 2 nights already?
Yep. This is the second night. We like it. Actually, it's just when we say we like it, I mean the Discovery Park.
Yeah.
And Alice is pretty good. Like.
Yeah. We've been riding back and forth into town.
Did our food shop? You can see it. Did you put the video?
Yeah. I'll put a snippet down below as well. But. Where was I? Yeah, so we're back here. So yesterday we went and did a food shop because we are planning on heading. This time we're actually heading back down towards Coober Pedy. So we thought we'd stock up on some food and just get some, do our usuals,
laundry,
reset. And then today we went to the desert park in Alice Springs.
That was awesome.
Which we almost overlooked. We did overlook it last time. And then this time around we're like, well, if we're going to spend 4 nights here, we might as well do something with those 4 days.
Yep.
The 5 days. So we thought, well, let's go to the desert park. And we are glad we did.
Yep.
It was exceptional.
Yep.
If you're really into birds, they've got a beautiful
heaps of aviaries there.
Yeah, a bunch of aviaries, and they've got the largest nocturnal enclosure in the southern hemisphere. And if you're planning on coming to Alice Springs, I would chuck this down as a must do.
Yeah, and it was like on David Attenborough's
top 10 list.
Yeah.
So if David Attenborough says that this is top 10. Then
the nocturnal enclosure,
it must be pretty good.
It's pretty cool though. We saw
it was awesome.
Creatures that come out at night, and we were really lucky to see the quail. Is it quail? The spotted quail and
yeah.
It's
awesome. Really interesting. They've got like some
endangered
thermo thing
nocturnal animals
in the enclosure that reduces the temperature slowly. And then the lights come on
like all
slowly.
programmed apparently. So when they think it's nighttime, it's daytime for the tourists, and then it's morning for them. The temperature drops and the light comes on, and they go to bed.
Yeah.
When we're sleeping,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so cool. Because I asked you that, and like, are they like this the whole time, or do they sleep?
Yeah. And it was really interesting, really cool.
Awesome.
I hadn't experienced something like that, so it was
same.
pretty cool to see all of them do that.
Yeah, it was messy.
And it was also interesting to hear that they are all under threat, like all these marsupials and all that, because of wild cats. There's about 3 to 5 million wild cats.
It's a problem. Feral cats.
Yeah.
Feral cats. Yeah.
So I mean that was pretty.
And if you're on a budget coming to Alice and you had to choose the reptile center or this, then this is more expensive, Desert Park. But definitely if you love your reptiles, definitely a reptile center. But if
and they had this. We did this show. It was like a bird show.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
What it was called, and it was amazing. Like you just see, the guy comes out, he just starts talking, and he's like, our first guest, is this Willy Wagtail that just knows that the show's happening.
He's not part of the show.
He's not part of it, but he's taught himself that this is the time of day that the show runs. I can get some
food,
some easy food in. So he comes and sits around, but then out of nowhere, this was it the eagle?
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't. It was like a bush something. People mistake it for an eagle. Remember, he said it's not.
Yeah.
And it had like hairy legs and.
Yeah,
what was it? Some bush something. Terrible.
Anyways, he comes down and it's straight away without even any gestures or anything. Comes down, sees this emu egg and just starts cracking it with a rock. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then he flies off. And then another one flies in. It's just like it's all. And then you can tell the birds are trained, but it's just amazing how like one goes, the other one comes in,
and they know when their time's up. Yeah. And they fly out of this area.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And the guy goes, look over there. We're just spoiling it for everyone in the same show.
Yeah.
And then there's a little log far away. And he says, look at that log. And then this barn owl just comes out.
Hops out, yeah. It was awesome. And then he had a magpie that he was throwing treats up and he'd swoop down, grab it,
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And then he's like talking about how friendly they actually are. And he goes up to it and says, do you want to say something for me? And the magpie
gives the mic to him.
Magpie just starts talking.
It was amazing.
It was awesome. So, I mean, if you travel in Alice, the parks, desert parks definitely something to do. Yeah. And it's 10 k's out of town, so if you're staying
we rode there
at the Discovery, you can ride there easy enough.
It's easy ride, it's got bike path.
Yeah, it's not too uphill, it's not too downhill, it's pretty flat.
Well, they said there was like all these bike paths though in Alice Springs, so
apparently there's a big mountain biking scene.
Yeah, should look into it. We might look into it.
So and then tomorrow we are going to the National Museum that we missed out on last time, and we may go to the Aviation Museum. See how we go, but that's what we're planning on doing.
And the days have been amazing, haven't they?
Yeah, it's sunny.
25, 27.
Yeah, not windy.
24.
Yeah.
Sunny, beautiful.
It's been great.
Just that one day. What about with that rain in Gemtree?
Yeah.
And then the whole map of the Red Centre.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Bomb Bureau of Meteorology, like, there's no rain.
Just a small cloud over Alice. It was the tiniest thing, and Anyway. So.
Rightio.
So tomorrow, we're doing the museums, and then heading back down to Cooper Pedy.
Yep. That one might be a bit boring, that whole ride there that week.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have much to talk about, but we'll see what happens. Cheers. We'll still do the yarn. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Join us next time.
See you soon.